Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm JC, and this is my channel. And today, we're gonna be talking about how is it to drive Uber and Lyft in New York City. All right, it's very important to know that this is New York City and not New York upstate or New York, Long Island, or no. This is New York City, and it's very different to drive for Uber and Lyft in New York City. Okay. All right. So for me, when I first started doing this, actually before I even started doing this, I had a lot of questions. I really didn't know where to start. Right. I was working in a restaurant as a waiter, and I just wasn't making enough money for me to pay my bills. And then I have a beautiful baby on the way, so I needed to make an additional money. I didn't know how to, so what I did was apply for the TLC license. This is a license that you need in addition to your regular license. All right. So I'm gonna tell you from the beginning to the end of how to get that license in this video right here. I'm also gonna make another video for to tell you guys how much you'll be making and how's the revenue and all of those stages of driving in New York City. And also I'm gonna tell you what's more convenient for you, in terms of buying your own car or renting a car for your job here in New York City as a driver, right? All right. So the first thing that you need to know is that you, of course, need to have your driver's license. All right. So this is very tricky and important that people might need to know. All right. So I'm gonna tell you what. For me, I was never thinking about buying my own car to drive for Uber and Lyft, right? Because I wanted to do it on the side, to additional to my job, to my waiter's job that I had. All right. So what I did was I after I had the license, I went to find out about renting a car, and they tell me that I couldn't do it because I didn't have my regular driver's license for more than 2 years. So they need a 2 years driving experience record in order for them to rent you a car. And that's pretty much anywhere in New York City, which I didn't know. Hopefully this will help you guys, because I didn't know, and I was actually looking into it, which is one of the reasons why I'm making this video for those who doesn't know. Anyways, moving on. So the first thing you need to know and you need to do once you had your regular license is that you had to change that regular license for a e-license. All right. For that, you're going to need $48. I'm sorry. $48. You go to the DMV with your regular license and you told them that you want to change that regular license for a e-license. They are gonna send it to you in the mail. You of course get to keep your D license with you, but they will send you that additional driver's license to you, which is gonna allow you to apply for the TLC license. All right. So for the TLC license, you're gonna go to TLC.gov NYC, and there's gonna be that's the website, and there's gonna be a whole entire list of what you can apply. You're going to click apply for a TLC driving license. Once you click on that, this is what you need to know. Very important. It is gonna cost you $258 for that. All right. Once you apply for that, they are gonna send you a 4-digit number. All right. So you're gonna get that number, and you're gonna hold on to it until they send you an email. Once they send you that email, you're gonna take 4 classes. All right. Those 4 classes are gonna take you a whole lot of time. All right. And I'm talking about it could take you from the beginning of the process. It could be a month, maybe 2 months. Depends how fast you move. All right. So you get the license, and then you go to a school for TLC driving school. You go there and you told them, well, I just started the process. They're gonna ask you for that 4-digit number. Every school that you go, they're gonna ask you for that 4-digit number, right? So the first one is gonna be the DMV driving course. All right, I think that's about 5 hours. Then you're gonna go to the TLC. It's cool. It's not gonna be the same. It has to be another one. You will have to look that up. It's a whole bunch of them in New York City. I went to one in Queens, but I live in the Bronx. The reason why I went in one in Queens is because I looked that up on Google, and it has a whole bunch of good reviews, right? So then I went to I looked into that. I went to the 3 days. In 3 days, every day is gonna be 5 hours. About 5 hours. And I took those classes, and that was about $250 for those 3 classes. All right. Uber will help you if you go through the whole process with Uber. Uber will pay for some of your classes. All right. So that's very important, man. It will save you a whole lot of money. Just so you guys know. All right. Once you do those things, the next thing you have to think about is the wheelchair class. Wheelchair class. The wheelchair class is a class that it lasts about 6 hours, but that one, I believe, is about $100. All right. So if you think about it, it's being already a whole lot of money. Just keep that in mind. But at the end, it's all gonna be worth it. Believe me, I've been doing this for about a year, and I think it was pretty worth it. All right. So once you do those things, you do the classes. Then the very last thing you're gonna do is take your fingerprints, and take your fingerprints, and tell whoever do your fingerprints, which is a whole bunch of places in New York City. They also do that. You're gonna tell them that it's for a TLC license. They will exactly know who to send those fingerprints to. You don't have to tell them anything. They're just gonna ask for your license, take your fingerprint, and they will take care of the rest. All right. Once you do those things, then I'm sorry, I forgot about one thing. You do have to take your how do you call this? Is your drug test. All right. It's a drug test that only TLC will provide you with that. It's not like you can just go to any core lab or to a hospital and do that. You have to go do it by TLC. They will send you an email telling you where to go with that 4-digit number. You always gonna need that 4-digit number that they're going to give you. I believe now they changed it to 5-digit number, but I'm pretty confident it's 4 digits. All right. Once you do that, then you pretty much, after that, you're just gonna have to wait. Just keep that in mind, and keep checking. There's a website for, which I probably will leave down below. If I find it, I'm sorry, I haven't been into it for so long, but if I find the website, I will leave it right down below. And you're gonna have to keep checking your status every day, and see if they approve all the documents they require for you to have. All right. Once they approve all those documents, you have to take a test. All right. Once the test is done, they assign you with a test, and if you pass the test, which is pretty easy. All right. And the classes that they will give you, you will learn everything that is gonna be in those tests. All right. So once you do that, you have to pass the class with about 85, I believe it is, 85 from 100. And if you pass that, then you will get your TLC license, and you will be able to either rent a car if you have more than 2 years experience driving, or if you don't, then you will have to use your own car. If you don't have one, then you might need to purchase one. All right. So those are the things that you might need to know. I will be making a video for, as I said at the beginning of the video, to let to show you how much you'll be making and the rules of New York City with the TLC license, which a lot of people get confused, man. It's not that easy as it looks, but I think it's pretty worth it. For me, I started doing this as a side job, and I ended up making enough money for me to quit my job and just do this full time. I do this about 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Of course, I do it in the morning, and the nighttime I just feel like, some people might feel different, but I feel like in the morning it's more busy. It's like more people out there for you to drive around. Other than the nighttime is just pretty tough. I feel like nobody's out there, besides Mondays and the weekends, Friday to Sunday. I feel like those days are worth it to go in the nighttime, but I don't. I have a daughter. I love to be home with my daughter, so I work every day from 6 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. All right, those 5 hours driving, if you think about it. And in those 5 hours, I make enough money, which I'll be talking about, like I say, in another video. So see you guys. Subscribe if you want to keep, being updated by me with these new videos that I'll be making. All right, don't forget to subscribe. See ya.